My name is Jordan Worthman, and this is Former Vintage.
It's just a chill spot to hang. I like it because it's good vibes in here.
I thrifted all the time, and I made an Instagram page, and I was selling from Instagram pretty much what I sell in here, and I was making decent money, so I was like, I kind of have something with this. Like at a young age, I was always into sneakers and clothing and buying and selling, just always keeping up with like fashion and everything. When I first got the store, I had I was really inexperienced because I didn't go to school for business or anything related to that. All I knew was like what clothing was worth and how much I wanted to sell it for and what I wanted the store to look like.
The culture is really just doing your own thing. It's just a lot of finding something that's cool to you and then making it cool to someone else.
Culture is just kind of like a bunch of kids who are the same. I mean, there's a lot of kids who I can tell are getting into this, and they kind of use the store as not an outlet, but they come in here and it kind of changes their opinion on how to dress, or they see other kids dressing differently, and I see them there's so many kids that have came into the store the first time I've seen them, and I see them a few weeks later and they've completely changed.
I come into Former Vintage about once a week.
I come to the store probably 4 times a week, maybe 5.
Kenny Knox. I have 1.5 million followers. He DM'd me one day. He said, come through the store, and I said, sure, I got you, bro.
With the design of the store, I kind of wanted to make it appealing to me because I wanted to make it, growing up, or more towards high school, I like to make my bedroom it was kind of like a mini version of my store. It always had older sneakers. It was kind of like a museum, my bedroom. I wanted to make it like that, so when my friends came over or people came over, they're like, oh, that's cool. Or when parents come in here, it kind of brings them back to because the store is very 90s based, so it brings them back to the 90s, and it kind of puts them in awe because they had a lot of this stuff but threw it out because they didn't know it was gonna be worth something. So in the next few years, I see myself doing other things rather than clothing, because I love clothing, but I also want to venture out and not just be known as the guy who sells shoes and clothing.